All right, guys. Well, we didn't expect to, but we ended up buying our $1,500 Land Rover back. This was a 2010 Land Rover we picked up for $1,500 and had to do some work to it, one of which get a title straightened out and then also replace the transmission control module because it was not, there's something failed inside the transmission control module, so we replaced it and it's been working good ever since. We did end up doing timing work to it and the cooling pipes replacement, water pump, thermostat. So we've been doing the maintenance to the engine. We sold it to a friend and they've been driving it. I think they put about 12 or 13,000 miles on it. Obviously the wheel bearing failed on them, so we did a video on that. And the engine has been maintained, synthetic engine oil with a high quality filter. But unfortunately, as you can see, I'll walk around here and kind of show you guys what happened. This is a 5-seater model. Unfortunately, it met its fate on a guardrail. Yeah, so that guardrail, passenger front quarter, he estimates he was probably going around 35 to 40 miles an hour approximately. No injuries, just some bruising from the airbag and seat belt. So fortunately, he's okay. But yeah, his insurance company totaled it. You can kind of see that's on the crash bar bumper that's welded to the frame rail, and then there's your body mount. Don't know if the actual frame rail was damaged at all or bent. I think insurance companies total these out fairly quickly because the cost to repair is so high. Mainly parts and labor is higher than a typical car. So it was totaled out by the insurance company. It does appear that this driver or passenger front wheel has been shifted back as well. If I pop the hood and get you a better view of everything. So obviously the headlight's no longer. This cross structure, radiator sport, it's gone. Grill header, it's busted here, bent up there, busted here. That headlight's in good shape. Looking in, even though you can see how everything was pushed in and then kind of buckled, probably crumpled properly, so it didn't get pushed into the interior space. Yeah, this whole area has been pushed up, battery pushed up. So yeah, I don't see any damage to the cooling fan is busted. We haven't tore it apart yet. The cooling fan's busted. It looks like it cleared the engine for the most part. I just don't know, there's the exhaust manifold and other things there between the fender and the engine. So high pressure fuel pumps are on that side, down low. So we'll have to take a look at it and see. This fender's totaled, busted up. The wheel didn't get damaged, so that's good. It doesn't look like it just barely started coming back into the door. I don't think it damaged the door at all, even though that body line is crooked. If you go to the rear of the door, it's still perfect. So this is something new. Doesn't feel like it's dented or through the paint. So yeah, his insurance company totaled it and he gave me the option or the opportunity to buy it from him, and we did. And the reason why, we know the history of this vehicle. It's gonna have a salvage title, so I'm not interested in fixing it, but I already did the timing work to it less than 10 to 15,000 miles ago. Timing's been all done by me. Cooling system parts have all been replaced. Spark plugs have been replaced. So all that is beneficial. That cooling pipe was replaced, but you got to pull it off anyways to pull the motor. So, and we know the transmission works, all the drivetrain works, the air suspension works. So we bought it for parts. And this is a perfect opportunity. We got a good engine that doesn't need any work other than some gaskets to get it in and out. Transmission that works, drivetrain, transfer case, axles, air struts, compressor, even glass. Some of the glass you can salvage. One good brake light. This did have the tow package on it. That brake light was damaged before the accident, backed into something. This is again the 5-seater. The interior is in good shape, so we got second row seats, sunroof mechanisms, all the things that could fail, right? The only airbag that deployed was the driver's. So I mean, we have dash pieces, we have parking brake parts, radio, DVD. So lots of good parts we could use. Didn't even crush the windshield. So if it pushed the A-pillar up here back at all, it would have cracked the windshield. So that's good. It was shifted here and it contained the force in front of the firewall and didn't transfer up to the windshield. So that's a good thing. So yeah, that is our $1,500 Land Rover. So again, we're not going to try to save this one. We're just going to use it for parts. Lots of good parts on it. And we can get some more Land Rovers running. So this is the Land Rover we'll put the motor in. This is a 2010. We got this a while back. The previous owner bought it, took it on a road trip. The rear crossover pipe broke. They got the low coolant warning, but then kept driving it and overheated it. They thought maybe it was just the crossover pipe. They replaced all the cooling parts just to find out that the head gaskets were blown. So that's where we sit. I was planning on rebuilding this motor with the extra motor that I have in the shop from my wife's one and making one good one. But with this wrecked engine, it gives us an opportunity. Not only it'll save us quite a bit of money, plus get this Land Rover up and running. This is a 2010. It's got the Vision package, it's got the HD package, and it's a Lux. So it's got the locking rear axle. And also, it's got DVD headrest. So this is pretty much loaded. So now that the wife's got her white one, I think what we're gonna do with this one is, my plan is to make it the test vehicle. I got a couple ideas of things I want to try. So maybe I'll just use this as a test vehicle. Some of the things I want to try is putting an electric cooling fan on the front. Is it worthwhile? Does it work? I want to test some different fluids in the transmission, in the engine, different viscosities. I'm going to start doing some oil analysis and see if we can identify, one of my thoughts was, why is the LR3 4.4 V8 considered so much more reliable than the 5.0 V8? And one of the things that they changed was, in the LR3s they ran 5W30 oil. In the 5 liters they switched to a 5W20. And I think now they're running like 0W20. So I'm going to do some testing between our vehicles. And this one, the previous owner ran 5W20 in it. That's what's in it. Mobile 1, 5W20. It's what I started with. And I usually run that after a fresh timing job. And then I switched to 530. So what I'm curious, I'm going to do an oil analysis on this one. I'm going to run one more cycle, or 5W20 in it. And then I'll switch it to 5W30 or standard, and then I'll do another analysis of that, compare the differences, wear materials, see which one is showing better performance in my climate. And then I'll do the same thing on my daughter's, which I'm running 5W30 in it. And that's actually truck and SUV version, which is supposed to have a better wear properties in it. So we'll kind of compare. And then I'll do even more comparisons with this, maybe switch different brands. But yeah, this is going to be our test vehicle. Maybe test some different suspension lifts options. Yeah, got ideas you want to see us test? Put it down below in the comments. But that's what's going to happen. We're going to put this wrecked Land Rover engine that I already did the timing job and cooling system repairs to, and put it in this one. And then I think I'll probably test some of those metal cooling crossover pipes and front pipes, see if they're any good, see how well they hold up. Just make this our test vehicle. So let me know what you guys think. But that's going to be it for this video. Just kind of an update and unexpected purchase. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.